Imagine you're doing everything right, setting goals, working hard, trying to stay positive, but no matter how much effort you put in, life doesn't seem to change. You're still stuck in the same financial struggles, still feeling unfulfilled in relationships, or maybe still struggling with self-doubt. Ever wonder why? What if the key to unlocking your dream life isn't about effort or luck, but about something much simpler, something you're already doing, whether you know it or not, your assumptions? Today, we're diving into a powerful concept that has the potential to completely change the trajectory of your life, the law of assumption. The law of assumption, as taught by Neville Goddard, suggests that whatever you deeply assume to be true will manifest in your reality. Your subconscious mind, like a powerful computer, is constantly accepting these assumptions and turning them into experiences. So if you've been feeling stuck, chances are your current assumptions are holding you back. In this video, we're going to break down exactly how the law of assumption works, why it's so transformative, and, most importantly, how you can start using it today to attract your dream life. Let's start with a scenario that might sound familiar. Perhaps you've been working hard at your job, yet every promotion or pay raise hoped for keeps slipping out of reach. Or maybe you've tried launching a business, but every effort seems to fail. You feel like you're on a hamster wheel, running hard, but never really moving forward. What's going wrong? Well, it could be that your subconscious assumptions are undermining your conscious efforts. Each time you think, I'm just not cut out for success, or I never have enough money, you're reinforcing a deep-seated belief that will continue to create that very reality for you. Take a moment and think about your own life. How many times have you assumed something would go wrong, and it did? Maybe you thought, I'm going to mess up this presentation. And then, you guessed it, you did. That's the law of assumption at work. It's a principle that operates whether we're aware of it or not. But here's the exciting part. Once you understand it, you can use it intentionally to manifest a completely different reality. In the case of finances, the assumption, I always struggle with money, creates a loop where your subconscious mind filters out financial opportunities and reinforces experiences that keep you in a cycle of scarcity. But when you change that assumption to something like, money comes to me easily and frequently, your subconscious begins to create new opportunities for wealth. This brings us to the core concept. Your outer world is a mirror of your inner world. Whatever you assume to be true about yourself and your circumstances will, in time, manifest in your reality. Now, let's break down the science behind why this works. You might be asking yourself, can my thoughts really change my life? It sounds too simple to be true, but there's actual science behind the law of assumption. First, let's talk about neuroplasticity. This is the brain's ability to reorganize itself by forming new neural connections. When you repeatedly think the same thoughts or beliefs, you strengthen the neural pathways associated with those thoughts. It's like building a muscle. The more you use it, the stronger it gets. If you constantly assume that you're bad with money, your brain hardwires that belief, making it harder for you to see or seize financial opportunities. Step 5. Observe the changes in your reality. As you practice the law of assumption, you'll start noticing small, subtle changes in your life. Maybe you'll have an unexpected financial opportunity, or a new person will enter your life who aligns with your goals. These are signs that your subconscious mind is starting to reshape your reality based on your new assumptions. Keep practicing and watch as these changes become more pronounced. Let's illustrate this with a real-life example. Imagine you've been struggling with your self-esteem. Every time you look in the mirror, you think, I'm not good enough, has likely shaped many areas of your life. Your relationships, your career, even your health. You've been unknowingly creating situations that reinforce this belief, such as attracting people who don't value you, or missing out on opportunities because you don't feel confident. To apply the law of assumption, the first step is to identify that limiting belief. I'm not good enough. Then, reframe it. I am worthy, confident, and capable. Close your eyes and imagine how it would feel if you already believed this to be true. How would you walk into a room? How would you interact with others? Picture yourself radiating confidence and watch how it transforms your daily interactions. Over time, this new assumption will begin to shape your reality. You'll start to notice that people treat you with more respect. Opportunities come your way, and you feel more comfortable in your own skin. So, here's the bottom line. The law of assumption is a powerful tool that can help you reshape your life from the inside out. But here's the empowering part. Your brain is adaptable. You can retrain it to accept new beliefs by consistently feeding it new assumptions. This is why affirmations and visualizations work. They help to rewire your brain, aligning your subconscious mind with the reality you want to create. Another important concept is the reticular activating system, RAS, a network in your brain that acts like a filter, focusing on the information that's most relevant to your belief. Have you ever noticed how, once you start thinking about buying a certain car, you suddenly see that car everywhere? That's your RAS in action. The same thing happens with your assumptions about life. If you believe deep down that you are unworthy of love or success, your RAS will filter out any evidence to the contrary and focus on the things that prove your assumption right. But once you shift your assumption, say to I am worthy of love and success, your RAS will begin to pick up on opportunities, people, and circumstances that align with that new belief. In short, when you change your assumptions, you change what your brain focuses on. Your subconscious mind will begin to filter reality in ways that support your new beliefs. Finally, there's the idea that thoughts are energy. Quantum physics tells us that everything in the universe is made up of energy, including our thought. The law of assumption suggests that when you focus your energy through beliefs and assumptions, you're essentially broadcasting a signal to the universe. In return, the universe reflects that energy back to you in the form of your experiences. Now that we understand the science behind it, let's dive into how you can apply the law of assumption to reprogram your subconscious mind and start living the life you've always dreamed of. Applying the law of assumption is simpler than you think, but it requires consistency and focus. Here's a step-by-step guide to get you started. Step 1. Identify your limiting assumptions. The first step is to recognize the assumptions that are holding you back. Take a moment to reflect on an area of your life where you feel stuck. Maybe it's your career, relationships, or health. Ask yourself, what do I truly believe about this area of my life? Do you believe you're not good enough? Do you assume that things will always be difficult? Write these assumptions down. Being aware of them is the first step toward change. Step 2. Reframe your assumptions. Once you've identified your limiting beliefs, it's time to reframe them. This is where the real work begins. Take each limiting assumption and flip it into a positive one. For example, I always struggle financially becomes I attract financial abundance effortlessly. I'm unlovable becomes I am worthy of deep, unconditional love. Don't just say these new assumptions. You need to believe them. You might not feel it right away, but with practice, this will change. Step 3. Assume the feeling of your new reality. Neville Goddard taught that feeling is the secret. It's not enough to think about your new assumption. You must feel it as if it's already true. This is because the subconscious mind responds more to emotions than to words. Take a few minutes each day to close your eyes and imagine your life as if your new assumption is already your reality. How does it feel? Imagine the relief, the joy, the excitement. The more vividly you can feel this, the more powerfully it will affect your subconscious mind. Step 4. Practice consistency. Rewiring your subconscious mind takes time. The key is to be consistent. Make it a daily habit to affirm your new assumptions, either through morning affirmations, journaling, or visualization. The more you reinforce your new beliefs, the faster your subconscious will start to accept them as truth. Step 5. Observe the changes in your reality. As you practice the law of assumption, you'll start noticing small, subtle changes in your life. Maybe you'll have an unexpected financial opportunity, or a new person will enter your life who aligns with your goals. These are signs that your subconscious mind is starting to reshape your reality based on your new assumption. Keep practicing and watch as these changes become more pronounced. So, here's the bottom line. The law of assumption is a powerful tool that can help you reshape your life from the inside out. Your assumptions dictate your reality, and by changing them, you can create the life you've always dreamed of. To get started, choose one area of your life where you feel stuck. Write down the limiting assumptions you hold about that area and their empowering counterpart. For the next week, spend 5 minutes every morning visualizing your new assumptions as if they're already true. Feel them deeply. Notice how your mindset and eventually your life begins to shift. If you found this video helpful, please like, subscribe, and share your experiences in the comments. I'd love to hear how you're planning to apply the law of assumption to your life. Trust me, this is just the beginning of an incredible transformation.